When Europeans travel in America and go to pay the restaurant bill without tip. We don't do that here. My face when I see Ash pull out his Pokédex to identify a Pokémon he's already battled countless times in the previous region. Deterioration. Cable. Streaming. Cable. Streaming. Streaming. Movie superheroes. No problem, kid. Woof. Thanks for saving my dog, sir. Real superheroes. Yeah, sure. You have the right to remain silent. But that woman needs my help. My face when a LGBT character has a strong personality of her own and is not a stereotypical character rep made for good publicity. How medical receptionists stare at you when you've been the only person waiting there for 5 minutes. When they go from choosing the bear to Hawktua, spit on that thing. I love democracy. Zack Snyder. To understand the film, you need to see the director's cut. Why didn't you publish it in the first place? The rich friend when somebody calls him rich. You hear Funky Town while you are outside? You remember that you live in Mexico? Actually try and make good movies again. Make poorly written and unoriginal movies for the sole purpose of money. Disney. Bro, my humor is peak, bro. Bro's humor. My daughter is a sweet little angel. Ramstein echoing from her bedroom. Can you stop adding useless features for 5 minutes? Billie Eilish, writing a song about enjoying going down on another woman. Phineas, needing to produce the track. Trump recently stated he is less inclined to declassify Epstein files, as there's a lot of phony stuff in the documents that could affect people's lives. What an odd thing to say. Car seatbelts. Move too fast and your shoulder is locked in place. Airplane seatbelts. Let me loosely hold you where your body folds best. The world if restaurants gave staff a sales commission instead of tips. Your next task is to live off McDonald's without going into debt. My European friend diligently keeping track of his cart to make sure he has enough money to pay for everything. Sales tax. SpaceX these last few weeks launched several huge new spaceships and Falcons too. Boeing's these last few weeks. Wah, my airplanes keep crashing, my whistleblowers keep dying, and my astronauts are stuck in space. People who cook at home giving advice to people claiming McDonald's prices are too high. The waiter who is expecting a 30% tip. Traveling in the US and having just enough euros to cover the meal. Kids watching the school janitor hammering the 10 commandments onto their classroom wall. A rich history of quality debates between presidential candidates. Whatever that just was. A Kia Soul riding the passing lane. You can't defeat me. Me trying to get home? I know, but he can. The Tesla that's been riding my ass for 30 miles. Florida police when an unmarried woman skydives on a Sunday. Asian women needing a green card. 50-year-old divorced white guys. The genie looking at me after I wished for all suicidal people to be immortal. Babe, don't worry, yours is the perfect size. The big ones hurt. Me when I have perfectly complied with the police. But hear an acorn fall from a tree. Plastic surgeons after convincing a normal-looking person that they're hideous and then transforming them into Michael Jackson from Thriller. When my French friend is about to ask the waiter for shredded cheese, and I know he doesn't know the word for shredded. How I look at bro after he screams, "Someone here is a chicken to the cartel who just decided to spare our lives." Trying to get a job as a convicted felon. No, how could I ever trust you to handle burgers or take orders? Protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. Companies, we aren't overpricing things, it's simply inflation. Coffee, small $99.99 90 cal. Your favorite game is getting a remake. The story will be adapted for modern audiences. Recognizing single fathers on Mother's Day. Recognizing single mothers on Father's Day. Saudi Arabia's health minister has praised the successful execution of health management efforts during Hajj, despite the deaths of over 1,300 people. We did it, Patrick. We saved Hajj. Thinking about addiction as a kid, I'd never succumb to such frivolous activities. Addiction as adult. If I don't find my vape, I'm literally driving this car into oncoming traffic. Me. Misgenders water. Duolingo. You're not just wrong, you're stupid. Weight training until failure. Running until failure. When you find the kid that reminded the teacher about the homework from last night. My patriotism usually. My patriotism as soon as somebody from another country talks shit about my country. Apple. We're introducing a new way to customize your home screen on iOS, where you can arrange your apps anywhere on your display. Meanwhile, Android. Pathetic. The guy muting the mics after 20 minutes of the debate. Russian Foreign Ministry. Retaliatory measures will certainly follow. Russian military. The spider in my toilet waiting to bite my ass for no reason. Nintendo. It's just an RPG with me's. No need to go that hard on the music. Metopia composer, reading about another future global disaster. Year of disaster. Current year plus my age equals sign. Damn it, the age has befallen me. And now I understand why old dudes stop giving a fuck. Hose. 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 I think it's time for a model train build. That's what I love about these new robots. I keep getting older, but they stay the same age. How do you do, fellow robots? When I see my neighbors cry after reading my flyer about baby shoes never worn for sale, idiot me ordered 2 pairs. Visible confusion. My GF when I don't text her. Why don't you text me? Do you hate me? My GF when I text her. Scene 10.56. $350 paring knife. 99 cents ice pick. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. Brother-in-law. They're the same picture. 10-year-old me exiting the hairdresser satisfied. People giving money to Donald Trump. The ocean is thirsty, constantly whining about Donald Trump. Conservatives, liberals, assassinated, murdered, killed, executed, Boeinged. Taylor Swift using her private jet to go get coffee. Me who takes 15-minute showers. Kim K flying from LA to Paris back to LA for a specific cheesecake. Me who brought my own reusable straw to Starbucks. I see you're stepped on a Lego brick and raise you a stepped on a D4. The FBI agent when the dude is going through some stuff and decides to try to see if he can rap. The world if restaurants gave staff a sales commission instead of tips. Your next task is to live off McDonald's without going into debt. Me tosses empty Amazon carton by the door. My cat 5 minutes later. I'm not in the box. I am the box. That one friend who never gets laid when he's explaining to everyone that tomato is a fruit. Me headed back to security again after I realized I forgot my travel pillow in the car. The TSA agent aggressively patting me down again. The waiter who is expecting a 30% tip. Traveling in the US and having just enough euros to cover the meal. Preschool truth or dare be like. Eat the worm or draw 25. Teacher congratulating me for saying the right answer. Me who said B instead of D. What a normal human brain looks like. What my brain looks like. What the farmer means when he says, I'm picking up hoes every day. When you are so busy in gaming that you forget about your problems. How was the exam? What exam? Villain after the hero's background music starts playing. Jen's with the comeback. Are you trying to have beef with me? Random vegan arguing. Realizing a bra is basically food packaging for babies. Florida police when an unmarried woman skydives on a Sunday. A small Colorado town. A roided-up bulldozer. Asian women needing a green card. 50-year-old divorced white guys. Corporations in June. Corporations in July. Corporations in August. National Sisters Day. Voting because you are interested. Voting to get a free red pencil. You forget to take the free pencil home. Trump in the court waiting for the judge to name all 34 felony charges. How I look at bro after he screams. Someone here is a chicken. To the cartel who just decided to spare our lives. Illegal gamers be like, I bet you we can no-clip through this, bro. Waiter, excuse me, but do you want a box for your leftovers? Me, I thought you would never ask. Me and the waiter. His own credibility. In Praise of Shadows, point of view. You told a masochist to treat others the way they wish to be treated. Your first love. My first love. We are not the same. Don't interrupt me with pointless updates. Or draw 25. Companies. We aren't overpricing things. It's simply inflation. Coffee. Small. $99.99 90 cal. When mom says we're not stopping for chicky nuggies, the gynecologist after you leave the room. Your favorite game is getting a remake. The story will be adapted for modern audiences. Companies at the end of June. Single moms. I'm not ashamed of having 5 kids from 5 different dudes. Exactly. That's the problem. You should be. How I look at my ape clan after they tell me I had woken up from a long coma and it was all a dream. Drink water. No vitamins. Drink 8 energy drinks a day. 32,456% of vitamin B12. Teacher lying isn't a job lawyers and politicians. Yes, well, we'll see about that. Minor inconvenience. Samurai. North Korean generals testing their biological weapons program. 2024 colorized. That was a big one. Teacher. What are you smiling about? Me? Nothing. My brain? Osama bin Laden. Item doesn't scan during checkout. Customer. Must be free. Cashier. God watching me say. It is what it is. Every time my life falls apart. T-Series. You can't defeat me. PewDiePie. I know. But he can. Mr. Beast. How I feel starting any new job. I don't know what any of this shit is. And I'm scared. Me after using Tor browser for watching porn. When your friends eat a lot faster than you and they finish their food before you eat half of yours. Me happily typing on my mechanical keyboard. Everyone else in the library. My younger brother overreacting so I get punished by our parents. Nobody. Misandrists. Whenever you inform them that they cannot spell her without spelling he. When Europeans travel in America and go to pay the restaurant bill without tip. We don't do that here. My face when I see Ash pull out his Pokédex to identify...